The Rocky Mountain Law Enforcement Federal Credit Union was founded during a time of dire need. It was 1938, and the Great Depression was in full swing. Denver police officers needed money, but had nothing of value to get a loan. A few members of the Denver Police Department took the initiative and spearheaded an effort to seek approval from Mayor George Begole to establish a credit union intended to help their fellow officers. On August 2, 1938, the Denver Police Federal Credit Union was established, a financial cooperative owned and directed by the same people who use it. Ivan Elder, Harold Dill, and Roy Floyd, among others, took the lead in setting up the new credit union, which operated out of the Personnel Bureau. They paid dues of $1 a month to keep the credit union charter. In 1940, the credit union moved into the basement of the Denver Police Headquarters, located at 13th and Champa.
At that time, it was the Denver Police Credit Union. It was in the basement of Police Headquarters, 13th and Champa. One little room at the end of the basement behind the pistol range and next to the military police station down there. There's one lady that worked there, Jan Chambers, and that was the credit union.
The safe sitting over there in the corner used to be in the basement of the police building at 13th and Champa. And on payday like today, when you would go in and get paid, there'd be a fellow sitting there by the safe, and he would try to get you to donate money to your savings account. And where if you had a loan, you would give him money, and he would enter that into a logbook because they had no computers then. And this is how you got your account started and how you paid it off.
The Denver Police Credit Union played an integral part in any officer's confirmation.
What's really cool is since 1938, when we opened, is that we still do those same recruit loans as they did back then.
Well, I joined the credit union, actually I can tell you the date, March 16th, 1967. That's the day that the first day I was hired on the police department, and the routine for that day was you put your suit and tie on, you went to the mayor's office, they swore you in, and then you went from there to the police headquarters building until they took you downstairs to the basement to the credit union, and everybody took a signature loan for $250. And that $250 was what bought your gun.
The credit union remained small and very personal. We operated out of police headquarters, providing loans and savings accounts to Denver police officers.
If you wanted to go make a withdrawal or whatever, you just went to the lady, you went to Jan and in the credit union office there.
Well, from what I understand, Ivan Elder was the one that used to lend everybody money. So what he would do is he would pull the money out of his pocket and give it to you, and then he would write up an IOU, and then you would pay him back later.
The older guys on the job would tell you stories about being able to walk down the hall, and if you needed a loan and you saw one of the officers of the credit union, you tell him you needed a loan, and you take the money out of his pocket and give it to you.
Over the next 38 years, the credit union grew slowly, but a full-time employee was hired to manage accounts, make loans, and receive loan payments.
Things were a lot simpler. If you needed a loan or whatever, you just went and you asked for it.
In 1978, the Denver Police moved to their new headquarters on 1331 Cherokee Street. Our office was originally on the 4th floor of that building, and then later we moved to the 5th floor. As the credit union grew, we began adding more products and services, such as checking accounts, to benefit our membership.
Then later on, I think it was when we moved to the 5th floor, that we started checking accounts. And I think that was one of the best things we've ever done, because therefore they were able to have a full-service credit union at that time.
It wasn't too much longer until the credit union moved out of police headquarters and moved into a building next door at 3501 West 23rd Avenue.
And I think when they moved out of the basement of the police building into that building, that's really the pivotal moment when they became a little bit more than just the corner store for money.
After 49 years of serving exclusively Denver police officers, In 1987, the credit union expanded its field of membership to include members of the Aurora Police Association. As time went on, we continued to welcome other law enforcement branches as well, such as the FBI, sheriffs, district attorneys, and all family members of member groups.
In 1987 is when Aurora Police Association asked us if we would be willing to open our membership to them. And the manager at that time says, well, if you opened up 100 new accounts, then what we'll do is we'll open up a branch at the Aurora location. And I was fortunate enough to be the manager out there, which I loved it. We were in a trailer, double wide trailer. It was supposed to be temporary, and it was temporary for 15 years.
In January 1999, we moved to our current location at 700 West 39th Avenue in Denver. This was a much-needed expansion for our growing credit union. In 2001, we further broadened our field of membership to include civilian employees who work with our member groups. This included secretaries, clerks, and all of those who were instrumental in assisting those in law enforcement. Then in 2002, we changed our name from the Denver Police Federal Credit Union to the Rocky Mountain Law Enforcement Federal Credit Union, a name that more accurately represents our membership. In 2003, we relocated our first satellite branch location to a new building at 992 Potomac Street in Aurora. In 2005, we opened our second satellite branch location in a strip mall in Lone Tree, Colorado, which then moved in 2010 to 125 Park Meadows Drive, where it is today. Our credit union continued to grow over the coming years. In 2015, our charter was amended to open our credit union boundaries and encompass law enforcement employees all around the state of Colorado.
You know, our financial condition is fantastic, and a lot of it is because I think we do have a closed membership, and it is law enforcement, and they realize that it's everybody's money. It's their money.
And in 2016, we began renovations on all of our branches, adding new technology and increasing the efficiency of banking for our members. While the Rocky Mountain Law Enforcement Federal Credit Union continues to grow, some things never change: our commitment and service to our members.
The credit union isn't just the bank.
Yes, you can come in here and it's not unusual to run into people you know.
The Rocky Mountain Law Enforcement Federal Credit Union is more than just a financial institution. RMLEFCU is a community of members connected by the thin blue line.
It's like a family. It's unbelievable how neat it is. They're so wonderful. You know, they care about you, and they care about everybody. Really, I love it.